Ooh.
We're on the
Like we're
air.
slide.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're live.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Ash.
And I'm Fatima.
This is Fatash.
Hey.
So I went to my first K-pop concert last night.
How was it?
I have this feeling in my chest.
Are you an addict now? Like,
No, I am not, because this fandom is fucking expensive. Between there being like multiple mini albums, and each album comes with like a different poster or some shit, so you gotta pre-order it. Like my friend is going through it right now. She's into Stray Kids. Are you familiar with who they are? Probably not. It doesn't matter. The point is,
I know, like, my K-pop knowledge is so minimal. It's
Yeah.
I know. Actually, it might be better than I think, because I know Blackpink.
Yes.
And I know BTS.
Yep.
And then there are some K-pop stars that have wound up in some of my Chinese dramas in a way that is really uncanny, because like but I don't know like what name they are. I just know like the face. Like I know like, and there are also some like Chinese guys that are in K-pop bands.
Yeah. So
yeah, but like I'm talking about somebody who was not Chinese. He is Korean.
Yep.
And what made me go look things up and sit me down a rabbit hole was that even though I read subtitles, because I don't understand Mandarin that well,
you can pick up on his accent being a bit off.
Well, no, because like in most Chinese dramas, like they're all dubbed anyway. Like because like they like standardized Mandarin, and people have accents, and they have regional accents, and all of that stuff. And that's why you could watch two different dramas with different actors, and it's just kind of like, wow, he really sounds the same. And it's just kind of like, yeah, because it's the same dude doing the dub. But his lips were so off. Like even I caught it, and I have to read subtitles, and I usually like, the dubbings don't bother me, even though it bothers like some like native Chinese speakers, because like they can tell like the lips are like off a little bit. But usually like the person is speaking, like they're speaking Mandarin. It's just like some of the things that they're doing are just a little off. So no, his lips were really off. And then I found out that the reason why his lips were off is because he was speaking Korean in real life.
Okay, so you were watching the drama in Mandarin, but they have a dub of Mandarin that is standardized even for regular Mandarin watchers who know the language and don't need the subtitles. And even the standardized Mandarin dubbing was not matching his lips, and you clocked it. It's like, this man ain't speaking Mandarin.
It's like really, really off. Yeah, and so like that's what made me go look it up and found out he was.
That's how you know.
Like, it was like, and he like thinking about that acting challenge of like, we're in a scene together. Of course, like if you're in a scene, like, yeah, I've memorized my lines and yours too, so I know like how the conversation is supposed to flow. But like when we're acting in the scene together, I'm speaking English and you're speaking French.
That's wild.
That's a next level acting challenge, I think.
For one, the fact that you've watched so many Chinese dramas at this point that you've noticed when lips aren't even matching Chinese dubbing is hilarious. But then also just thinking of like being on set and you're speaking one language and the other person speaking another language that's later going to be dubbed to be the same language, but for the sake of the scene, you got to still sell the emotion.
Yeah.
You have to have serious acting chops and depending on what you're doing, chemistry with your scene partner,
and also like memorization of like, what
the fuck they supposed to be saying in that moment,
right?
He just called me a whole ass bitch, but he just said it sexy like. So let me not fall in love with him. I'm supposed to be mad in this moment because like some people could just have that kind of that voice where like they could be calling you out of your name and cursing your whole family line, but it just sounds so fine. You're like, yup, yeah, absolutely. Say it again.
Yeah,
Oh god.
and like, yeah, that's my level of addiction. So like,
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute. That's not how your mouth's supposed to move
and
when
it
you
sent
say
me
that.
down a whole rabbit hole because his music did sound good too. Didn't understand a word. He was all in Korean, but it sounded good. He looked amazing. But the lips were just taking me out. Like, what?
That's how they get you. They hope that the face card will distract you enough.
Yeah, I would agree with it. I would like if I had been in charge of making decisions. Like
he's hot. Just roll with it. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Whatever. But yeah,
all in post. Yeah,
and
yeah, it was some Tyler Perry type shit. They fix it in post. We'll fix it in post.
In terms of the K-pop stars of the world, yeah, I mean that's pretty much the two big names is BTS and Blackpink, and then arguably Twice is a female group as well. But I'm into
and also remember I saw that I saw like the first episode or so of that one like K-pop drama where like they were men undercover, but they had sex changes.
No, that was the anime where it was like the gangsters had to become like J-pop idols. That's a completely different beast.
It wasn't K-pop, it was J-pop. My bad.
Yeah, J-pop idol culture and K-pop idol culture are completely different things, beasts of their own. But yeah, so my friend is into Stray Kids. They're also pretty big. And they have a new album coming out in August, and she's already stressing because like their pre-order for one of the album releases was like last night or something at like midnight, and in order to get a particular poster you had to pre-order and get that particular album at pre-order drop. She did not get that, so now she's just gonna have to wait.
Okay, but is that anything different than what Beyonce asked you to do?
I don't know. Beyonce be releasing like limited edition posters with all of her album drops.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, these I'm telling you, because then they also have this thing of like picture cards or photo cards, which is basically just glorified selfies, like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I have heard. There's a Rotten Mango episode that centers around those because there was a scandal. There was a
they're like loot boxes because it's like you might get one particular. There'll be like 8 niggas in the team. And you get like one person's picture in that particular album. So then you got to buy that same album again and hope that you get the selfie card of the dude that you want or multiples of the guy that you want or the girl that you want. People got binders of it. Like I haven't seen this level of like card collecting since Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards back when I was growing up. And I didn't get into it back then. I'm not about to get into it now. It's 2025. If I see a picture of a dude I want, I'll just print it off myself, go to CVS, make it into a magnet. Like I'm not collecting. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
what
that.
What about Labubu's?
Hell no. Them things is ugly. And I collect Funko Pops, okay? So I think I got the finger on the pulse of ugly ass toys, and the Boo-Boos are one of them. I ain't gonna be no Labubu the fool, I can tell you that right now. But yeah, so my friend is in the Stray Kids. She didn't get that pre-order for the album. They're doing like they be doing teasers for new music videos coming out, and it is like what they call it, Stay Week. Like all the K-pop groups have like a nickname for their fans. So the nicknames for Stray Kid fans are the Stays. Whatever. And this is currently Stay Week. This is the week leading up to the day that the band named their fandom. So it's like the fandom's birthday. I'm like, fandoms have birthdays now? Okay.
Okay, but wait. I know something about Korean dating culture, and I don't know if this like goes through, like permeates throughout the entire culture, but then like the Korean dating culture is that, like, yeah, there's lots of anniversaries that don't
Oh yeah,
necessarily have to do
or
with
like,
a
or
whole
like,
year. Like, baby, it's our 1 week anniversary. It's our 2 month anniversary.
or even just like like there's two different ages. Like there's your Korean age, and then there's like your world age, where it's like everyone who's born in a certain year turns 21 that same January or whatever the fuck. So like in Korea, even if it's not your birthday for another 6 months, if you were born in that year, you're still considered 21. So you can drink in Korea. But if you go out into any other like
But
Western
nowhere
world,
else.
anywhere else, you ain't drinking until you are actually 21 in 6 months. But
Oh my goodness.
yeah. So yeah, there's like, I guess they're doing like a bunch of stuff leading up to the fandom's birthday with like live streams that the band members are doing, which are usually on a subscription site, which then you also have to subscribe to the specific like member to then even get into their chat room to even see the lives. But people will oftentimes like film it or transcribe it later and post it on the internet or whatever. It's a lot to be a K-pop fan, and I'm too old and too frugal with my money to fully invest like that. But that being said, I did somehow bamboozle myself into liking ATs, thinking I could just watch a bunch of their content and get sick of them. But I didn't, and I ended up buying tickets to their concert. But I only paid like $65, and it was good. It was good. There's also this culture of freebies at these K-pop concerts where fans will just make stuff like little goodie bags and shit of like their favorite band member. I got like candy, I got keychains, and I got a whole bunch of bracelets. I felt like I was at like a Taylor Swift concert with all the little beaded bracelets and shit that I got. But it was cute. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have brought a shopping bag just for all the stuff I was getting. I'm gonna have to make like a shadow box or something of all the little things I got. But ATs compared to like Blackpink and Twice, well, I can't compare Twice, but definitely compared to Blackpink, BTS, and Stray Kids, they their stuff be charting, but they ain't selling out the arenas compared to the other two. Cause like Stray Kids was here like I want to say late June, early July, and they completely sold out Wrigley Field. And that's including the VIP sections that be like fucking at least a band. Some of these, like there'll be like 3 tiers of VIP. You got the basic one, which gets you in early, and you can see like sound check, and you have like floor seating. Then you have like another level up to that gets you into sound check and the send off, which is where you just line up and see the guys leave, and you might get your items signed if you're like on the railing or whatever. And then there's the tippy top of VIP, which is closer seating to the stage, send off, you're in there for sound check. There's a VIP lounge you can hang in before the show. I'm like, god damn, that's a lot. I've never spent more than maybe $400 for VIP for any event I've gone to, and I've never paid VIP for Janelle Monáe, and I've been on stage with that bitch. So, you know, if I'm not even guaranteed I'm gonna get on stage or backstage or a guaranteed thing signed, I'm hard pressed to be paying $1,000 for the opportunity to watch you walk by outside of the concert. Oh my gosh! But my outfit was cute. I could say that. My outfit was cute. If I was in the front row,
describe it.
It was a black mesh top with a black bra and a black tight mini skirt with like belts across the front. I had a black face mask on with a chain that was paying homage to one of their looks from their like earlier eras of song. Like, this is another thing. K-pop be having like backstories and lore to the character. I'm gonna call them the characters because like their stage personas are different than who they are like off stage. And the stage personas for ATs have a very complicated, timey-wimey, alternate universe seeming kind of timeline. And the look that I was paying homage to was one of the like dystopian future pirate anarchists, for lack of a better term, called Halates. I saw the look. I was like, ooh, yes, I love me a wide brim hat and a face mask. Ooh, the look was slick. I love the look. So I was like, ooh, yes, I'm gonna put that together. So I got the face mask with the chain. I had a bucket hat that had like rings on them so I can like hang stuff off of it. And then I brought my jean jacket just because it might have gotten cold. It was saying it was going to be like 74 degrees, but I didn't account for the 90% humidity. So having the jean jacket was like a little bit of overkill, but there was people like in straight up. You had everything from like folks in cutesy Lolita outfits with like sweaters to just lingerie. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because it was called the In Your Fantasy Tour. So, you know, you get a little sexiness to it, but you still have the cutesy girls. Yeah, so I was cute. And then I had my headphones, my cat ear headphones, which my mom had called me before I headed out. She's like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to a concert. It's like, I knew you was going somewhere. You got the headphones on. That is like telltale for my family. I'm about to go out somewhere if I'm wearing the cat ear headphones. And I'm telling you, if I was in the front row, I'm telling you, they would have seen me. They would have pointed at me. They would have recognized me because at least two of the members have like, oh, this is another thing about K-pop. A lot of them have like cutesy animal characters associated with them. And at least two of the members are cats. There's a purple cat and there's a black cat. To the point where, like, when I was just trying to get to the venue, this girl had stopped me. She's like, oh my gosh, is your bias Woo Young? Because Woo Young is like the black cat, and I have like black cat ear headphones. I was like, actually, it's San and Mingy, purple cat, and like, I think he's a duck. I don't know. But not really looking like what my biases are. But yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, I would have been noticed for sure because I turned the LED lights on, and so like everybody else got their little light sticks that could sync up to the fucking performances, that is actually kind of cool that you can buy a light stick, and depending on the concert you're in with the app, it'll just sync up. I've only ever gotten that once at Missy Elliott's concert. The LED bracelet we got would light up at a specific time, but once the concert is over, it doesn't work anymore. But with K-pop, you get light sticks, and every time you go to their concert, you just sync it up with the app, and it'll turn on and all that kind of stuff. But them shits be like $45+, and then there's accessories. You get little like holders for it. I'm like,
I have the little light up thing that like lights up at a certain time during the concert at Kamala's rally, the one where she had Cardi B. Glorilla. Yeah. Little Millie.
Well, but that's the one-time use thing. One-time use.
Sad you did not win.
I'm trying to be happy, okay? I'm trying to dwell in the fact that I went to a concert and had a good time and then was immediately brought back into reality.
Because of money.
Money and men suck.
Oh,
because like, well, this is not entirely men's fault. It's not your fault that these men are just more attractive. I'm sorry. I am a sucker for a good-looking man who can do a really good body roll and is just a really good dancer and a singer. 3 hours of just looking at good-looking men dancing, singing. I normally do not go to male concerts. The only male concerts I've gone to is Silk Sonic and Anderson .Paak. I've seen Anderson .Paak twice in concert, not including Silk Sonic with Bruno Mars. But I don't find them sexually attractive. They're not ugly men by any means. I'm not calling them ugly. I'm just saying I'm not sexually attracted to them. But I love watching them perform because they are like Bruno Mars will dance his ass off. And Anderson .Paak on the drums, nasty. Like, so watching them perform and just being so good at their craft is enjoyment in itself. and I can enjoy it for that. But when I find you sexually attractive, that is another level of just, I don't like the feeling, and that's what's still in my chest.
Oh wow!
I don't like it. I don't like it. I posted a video on my Instagram story of me just like swooning, as my friend called it, during one of the performances. He's like, I don't think I've ever seen you swoon before. And I'm like, just because I try not to. I specifically try to avoid swooning over people who clearly are out of my league. I'm not about to compete with like 50,000 other bitches. What is this nigga who's constantly training, and I don't even speak the damn language? I'm not doing that. But my heart wants what it wants. It's mad at me. Because like, why would you tease me with showing us this? And I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's really good. But anyway, so I leave the concert, and it was the same day as a bar crawl. It was funny to see the divide. You had all the girls here for the sexy boys, and then you had all the white folks here for a bar crawl on the opposite side of the street. I'm like, oh God. So I leave, and I'm just trying to figure out, I'm like, is it like an after party something? Or like, let me just walk a couple more blocks so I don't have to fight to get on the train. And as I'm trying to figure out my next move, I get approached by another 20-something. Like, oh my God, where'd you get your headphones? Like, Amazon. Oh my God, they're so cool. Do you have an Xbox? I'm like, no, I have a PlayStation. You have a PlayStation 5? I have a PlayStation 4. What? Why you only got a PlayStation? What do you play? Do you play Fortnite? I was like, boy, you were drunk.
Does he want a game with you?
Do you have WhatsApp? What's your WhatsApp? I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh, I'm officially old. I'm like, I have Instagram.
You don't have a WhatsApp?
I have a WhatsApp, but I only use that when I'm on my resort and have to communicate with the staff. That's the only time I use WhatsApp. I know it sounds very bougie, but it is what it is. And they just kept coming. So I got like the two dudes to my right, and then somebody else them come up behind me. It's like, yo, you look so cool. Can I get a picture? I'm like, oh God. And then this other girl comes and I was like, oh my God, did you just come from the concert? I was like, yeah. Was it good? I'm like, yeah. It blows all these other regular dudes away. I can't even stand to look at them right now.
Damn.
Oh God. I've been trying to avoid looking at people all day. Because I actually did re-download Hinge just to like pretty much reinforce the fact that I don't like looking at most people. Like, this is no shade to people. It sounds bad because like, who am I, right?
It's not like you just called the whole world ugly.
They're not ugly. I just don't feel anything when I look at most people. That's not a bad thing.
You can feel something but you can, because if you couldn't, then you wouldn't feel something now for K-pop stars.
That's what I'm saying. So I clearly feel things, but it's very limited. And I mean, it's fucking K-pop idols. Of course, they're going to be gorgeous.
Maybe if you pay for a subscription.
Hell no. I'm not paying.
That's what those apps do. Okay, so like either that or you got to switch to another app, because what these apps do, like the way that their algorithms work, is that they'll show you some good looking people at first, and then it'll just get worse and worse as you stay on. So ideally you want to go to a fresh new app, and then just know like whoever you're looking at in the first like 10-20 minutes that you're on the app, that's the best they got.
Yeah, well, because first of all, I haven't been on Hinge in like years, to the point where like they basically deleted my profile and I had to start over. I'm like, fine, it's whatever. My hair has changed somewhat anyway.
Good.
Right.
You want to be new.
Yes, but it's even more expensive than I last remember, because like you can't set your filters for shit. Like you can't.
But also like they're struggling. Like, didn't they just lay off a whole bunch of people? That app
probably
shitty. Like
you have like the only thing you have to set as your standard is like the age range and the distance that people are. That is it. If you want to limit it by height, or you can also do like religion and like race, but like height and shit, nope, that's locked off. You can't look at none of the folks who have already liked you. All you get is a name and a blurred picture, which that's been a thing for a while. So I'm like, I can just tell from this blob I'm not gonna like nothing that I'm looking at.
How can you tell from a blob?
Intuition.
You can't tell.
If I see one more white dude on his profile talk about golf, I'm gonna take a 9-iron to my fucking head.
Do you know which one is the 9-iron?
No, I don't. But like, yeah. Again, this is not to say
that it would be hard to figure out because they got the numbers on them.
Yeah, they probably got it on it. But like, I say that to say I'm not saying that people are ugly. I'm not saying that at all. I'm literally just saying I just don't get that same feeling looking at most people that I do at my current K-pop idol crushes, for lack of a better term. Because I've had this feeling for regular people.
You should let one of them like take you to a driving range and teach you some golf. You might like it.
I also want to give guys the benefit of the doubt of the fact that some people just aren't photogenic.
Oh,
like some people just look better in person than in picture. So
I don't feel like I look good anywhere. Like I look at pictures and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't like that either.
Girl, same. But you look good. You look good here. You're glowing. Your cheeks are rosy. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I feel you. I look at pictures of myself and I'm like, if I stare at this too long, I'm gonna see something that I don't like. I'm like, I don't like my legs. I don't like how they look thin in the thighs. I don't like looking at that. I don't like my forehead. I don't like my jaw. Okay, let's just move to the next picture. So I try to give guys the benefit of the doubt that a lot of guys just aren't going to be photogenic in pictures the way that women are, or at the very least the way women know how to find their angles and how to put themselves out there on an app, whereas guys, I swear, they just pick
women. I don't like filling out all of that shit. I don't like.
No. That part annoys me too. I'm just talking about the picture aspect, just the visuals. These dudes will just pick the first 5 in their freaking camera roll. Don't even like. I've seen profiles where like they didn't even format the picture right, so it's just their whole top half is cut off. Someone just had a Shrek meme in their profile. Or what really annoys me is when it's a group picture and they don't like put an emoji over the people who aren't them, or crop out the people who aren't them, and I have to sit here and figure out, okay, whose profile is it? Is it the guy on the left? Is it the guy on the right? Or the one in the middle? 9 times out of 10, it's the guy that I think is the least attractive. But anyway, I say all that to say, being on these Hinge app is just reinforcing them. I'm like, yep, ain't nothing out here. Oh, no. I'm fine. I'll just die alone looking at these hot Korean men that I will never meet in person. But that's been my weekend. How's your weekend been? Your outlook on life and romance?
Well, I'm feeling good because I got to escape a chore. I shouldn't say.
You escaped who?
A chore.
Oh.
Well, I shouldn't call it a chore, but like, you know how like last summer a whole bunch of stuff happened and then I had to run around, like go to Chicago, go to Mississippi, go here, go there. I need to go to Chicago in September anyway because like mom's having her reunion, her high school reunion, and I agreed.
Whoa. What year reunion is this?
I think it's their 50th.
I'm not doing that. What?
I know, but you might feel
years?
different. You might feel differently. Like a lot of them have passed away, and like they want to celebrate the ones that are still here. Like
I've said it once, I've said it again. Everyone that I've felt like keeping up with, I can.
I know, but here's something that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember like class government, like class president and treasurer and all of that shit?
Yes, I
Like
was once class president.
yeah, I was always thinking about that, but then it was like, nah, I don't need it because I'm already doing two things, right? And I'm great
Yeah.
at them. I'm already doing tennis and I'm already in the marketing club. I've got medals for both. So,
Actually, I was student body president. Whoop.
yeah.
I forget that every time. I was
So
student
here's
body
the thing.
president.
The student president of high school is the one responsible for putting together all the reunions.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Is it like senior student body president?
I guess I don't know.
It
I don't
has to
know the
be because
details. But
I was
I'm
student
just
body
like,
president
I
as a
just can't
junior.
imagine like something I did like that's not a pregnancy or an STD coming back to haunt me 50 years later. Like you gotta plan this.
I feel like there's more.
Reunion.
I know. You know what? I think it has to be class president, senior.
I don't know.
President.
Like I said, I was never in any of that shit because I was like, should I do that? And then I was like, elected? I'm not popular. And I'm already, like I said, I'm already doing two things already. These take up a lot of my time. And
yeah,
I don't want to be here anymore because like I never liked being in school. I think the fluorescent lights were messing with me. But like every chance to get out of school, like tennis is great because it was just, it meant like I get to get out of school.
Mm-hmm.
And I even used it when I didn't have tennis. I would just like, they give you a little pink slip and I would just save it. And then like on days where like I knew I didn't have nothing but study hall for the last period anyway, I would just walk out with my pink slip. I would just wave it like this at the principal.
Were you tennis like team captain? Does tennis have captains?
Yeah, they have captains.
Were you captain?
Yeah, I was captain my senior year. In the years before that, they gave captain to, like, it wasn't my decision. Like, the coach gave captain to somebody else because he said, like, well, she needs something to put on her school, her stuff for getting into college, and you're already number one. So and you have a great
pity
record.
Position. Ain't that America?
Yeah.
I mean, that's low-key how I feel about being student body president. I feel like I was just president in name. It was literally, I was president of the entire school, not my class, the entire school. My friend was VP, and we barely got any shit done. Because everything we tried to push through administration, they would push back on. We tried to raise money with like a spaghetti thing we was trying to do. That got vetoed down. We're lucky we got Spirit Week. We hadn't had a legit Spirit Week since the school was built. By the time we were, sophomore, junior, maybe junior year, we hadn't had like a legitimate Spirit Week where like you could decorate the hallways. We weren't allowed to decorate the hallways. We could only decorate like the first couple glasses or windows at the front of the building. That was it. Each class could decorate a window, and by class I mean like 9th grade, 10th grade type of stuff. That's all. Each grade got one window to decorate at the front of the class. We got Spirit Week where we could actually like pick the days. So we had like Nerd Day. I forget what the other days were, but I remember Nerd Day because I still have pictures of that. I think we had like Wacky Tacky Day, maybe Emo Day. Can't remember. But we also had Powder Puff. So we actually had a legit Powder Puff, but the dudes would not dress up like the cheerleaders like they do at the white schools. I mean, they would cheer for us on the sides, but like I had a friend who went to another school, a black guy. He was dressed up. He had the wig. He had like balloons in his shirt. Like they was doing it over there at the white schools, but the black schools, no. They weren't trying to do all that at a majority black school. But that is all I was able to accomplish under my 1 year as president. I don't even remember if I put it on my resume for college, to be quite honest, because like I said, I keep forgetting I was president of the entire goddamn school until it comes up and my friend reminds me. He's like, yeah, we did actually do that. I'm like, oh, But no one gives a fuck. No one cares what you did in high school once you get to college. I doubt they really look at your like
Well,
accomplishments on the
they look at
resume.
it for admissions. Yes, they do.
Okay,
They
well,
do.
maybe I did have it on my admission.
Which is why it was like, do you remember that cheating scandal where it got like a couple of like stars,
Rich white folks, yeah.
yes, got caught up. Like
Yeah.
that's part of like when you looked at their admissions, like they were putting them into all sorts of clubs and leadership positions and whatnot that
like,
they
first
hadn't
of all,
actually been a part of. So
your mama is XYZ celebrity. Donate to the fucking school and you'll get in. Like, what are we doing?
Right, but she has celebrity money. She doesn't have CEO money. Like CEO,
it's still money.
It's not enough though.
Whatever. Now look at you. Tarnished reputation. You're a fucking liar. And your kids ain't good for shit. Like that, how lame are your kids that they weren't in anything for like 10 years before getting into college? They ain't played no little league, no gymnastics, no dance squad, nothing.
Or what they did wasn't like enough. Like if you were just like on the team but you played JV all 4 years, like you're not, and you don't have it, like it's hard to like,
if you don't,
there are things that you have to do in order to show like you were there and you made significant contributions. Like you can't just be there, you have to win.
If you don't at least have the academic prowess to impress somebody to get into college, just don't go to college.
I know, but the kind of colleges that they were trying to get into, like you needed academics plus all of this other shit. Like, and that's where all of that other shit comes into play. So you need the grades, you need the test scores, and you need the extracurriculars.
Just pick another school. They all the same.
They're not. They're really not.
I mean, they're not, but it's like for what they're probably trying to do, there's another school that could do that with like a similar level of prestige. You know, some of them are just trying to get into the school just to say that they went to XYZ school, but like don't even really have anything that they're trying to study. Like, anyway. My parents were trying to push me to go to Brown. I'm like, I don't want to go to fucking Brown. What's Brown got that I would want to do? Like, I had in my mind 2 very specific fields that I wanted to go to. So I was looking at schools who were renowned for those particular fields. They might not necessarily
don't. So then you just have to go with the best school.
But that's why you gotta have a list.
Is the best school that money can buy. And that's when you go to one of these shady people who fixes your kids' admissions, fixes their resume or whatever.
People get on my nerves.
I know. But like I was saying, so I have to do that in September. But like,
are you going to go? Are you just driving her? Or are you going to be there in attendance with her?
I want to just go and drop her off. She keeps trying to make me learn that boots on the ground dance, and I suck at line dancing. I suck at all types of dancing.
Me too.
And
I can barely do the electric slide. I get the rotation confused every time. Which direction are we moving in? I don't know.
Did you see that Carnival Cruise, because of that damn song, has banned bands?
They banned boots on the ground?
No, they didn't ban boots on the ground. They banned fans. They called them the click clacking time.
Yeah.
You need a personal fan for like.
I love my clacking fan. I have 3. Do I have 3? I have 3 clacking fans.
You can't bring them into any of the nightclub areas. You can't bring them into any of the dance areas. They said no more. No more. They said it's a weapon.
Bitch, anything with enough force is a weapon. My boot is a weapon.
We sick of it.
How the fuck is it a weapon? First of all, they are flimsy as fuck. Let me tell you that right now. Like, these things are pretty flimsy.
Okay. We said y'all.
What the hell? I like having my fan. 1, because it creates a nice breeze. Like it's wide enough that
they said you can have one of those personal electrical fans.
No,
but them little click clacking fans. That's
no,
you can't bring that to the dance floor.
No, my fan again wide enough that it gives a nice breeze to me and everybody around me, and instead of clapping my hands, I can just clap my fan. It makes the same amount of noise.
They said no.
Well, fuck Carnival Cruise. Weren't y'all the ones that had the fucking cruise line?
That doesn't even matter which cruise line, because like all cruises are nasty. Like, like don't go on a cruise.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna get sick.
Yeah, I was disillusioned by cruises after the pandemic hit, and they was like locking people down on the cruises. They weren't allowed to leave. Yeah. If there's one thing I
and then Trump didn't want them to dock because he was like, they're gonna make my numbers go up. No, keep them out there.
If there's one thing I hate, it's not having a readily available escape route. Like, I need to sit in the aisles when I have to sit someplace. I need to be able to get out whenever the fuck I feel like it. I don't want to be having to wait for people to stand up or cross over them. I want to be able to get up and move. When we land, as soon as you say I can get up, I'm about to get up. I am not about to be on a cruise ship and be at port and be told I cannot leave. The cruise is over. We are parked. Get me off this boat. No. Nope. Not gonna do it.
So, anywho, yeah, there's been lots of stuff going on in the house just due to this freaking reunion that Mom has somehow got roped into the planning committee to do, and that is also what made her go onto Facebook. She's having and this is like everything that I did not want to happen to her. The reasons why I didn't want her on Facebook, they all happened like immediately. Like she signed on, and not even 2 minutes later, somebody had sent her a dick pic.
What?
What in her DMs?
She didn't have no friends yet. Who sent her a dick pic? This is AI. What's happening?
She said, "I don't know whose big nasty dick that is."
Who sent the dick pic?
We don't know. We still don't know. We don't know.
I blame AI.
Somebody sent her a dick pic. She's been getting phone calls.
Oh God.
From people with a strong Indian accent.
Oh my gosh.
Claiming to be Tyler Perry.
Okay, first of all.
And I can hear her arguing with them the whole time. I'm like, Mom, just hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. They keep calling you because you keep answering. You on a suckers list. Get off the phone.
Right.
And they're all and she puts them on speakerphone every time. She's like, hello, I am Tyler Perry. And she is like she's like, no, you are not. Tyler Perry is black man. I've seen all his movies. I'm like, Mom, just hang up the phone.
Oh my God.
Just hang up the phone.
I don't answer any phones that I don't recognize the number to. And especially if they don't leave a voicemail, immediately block. Every now and then I will answer it and just not say anything. I'm about to get me like a bullhorn when I answer.
Oh,
This. See, you call me again. Blow your other eardrum out. Oh my gosh. This. Did she sign up with her phone number?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe
because I'm trying. Because I feel like
I don't know.
I'm like, how the fuck did they get her number that fast?
I don't know. Again, she on there. She's scrolling. She wilding, and like we everyone in this house has told her like, okay, as soon as this is over, you gotta shut it down, please. Shut it down.
Etiquette. She don't know. She don't know no better, and she's diving in the peak of like scams and crypto and AI. Like I was on Facebook when it first.
Yeah, and she just be scrolling, and she's like, Fatima, have you heard of Derek Jackson? I'm like, Mom.
Oh my god.
Mom.
The algorithm is a whole other beast than what
she
we
didn't
started.
she's been dropped down into the scam tree.
The
It's
middle of the
100%
mess.
on the way down. Like it's a lot.
I've literally grown up on Facebook. Like, I think I only recently added my phone number as a
And she
means of
stopped
like
talking to me, but I can hear Trevor yelling at her, talking about something. How is this happening to you? This shouldn't be happening to anybody. Like what?
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You know what? Y'all need to go in and like set her to like children controls or something. Like, can you do that?
No, because she wants to do stuff now. So I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well, make sure.
I help her when she has a problem, and then I go like this. And also, if I can hear somebody on the phone saying, "I'm telling baby," I yell at her, "Just hang it up, hang it up."
Your mom clearly has time. She clearly has time. Just make sure that y'all's inheritance is protected and can't get accessed by anybody or even by her.
I don't know. Like, Trevor's helping her also.
Bank accounts are separate from anything that her mom might have access to.
Oh yeah, she has been dealing with some credit card shit too. So I don't know. I don't know. But like you said, it's the height of scams. AI is making everything so much worse.
It's like you want to protect. You want to protect our seniors, our elders, and all that. But at the same time, they are adults and they're hard-headed adults. The older they get, is like you die.
And also like Facebook, like it's built for like giving you them little dopamine hits and shit, and it's getting worse with AI because
it's
like
barely dopamine. If anything, is doom scrolling at this point. At least my
also
algorithm.
like you scroll, you're trying to scroll and skip all of the like AI sludge, like AI like shit that you don't want to watch. But then you see a video that you do want to watch, and it's like, oh, I found one. Like it's like you're digging through, so you're getting like that slot machine feeling of like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep pulling the lever. I'm gonna hit it once in a while, and then you get like a little bit of money, and you're like, hey, them 20 other times that I was pulling the lever was worth it.
No, I guess that just doesn't work on me. But I understand the psychology behind it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorrows, prayers.
You just dropped into it like from nowhere. You didn't grow up on it. You just dropped into it.
That's
it
how
was
I feel
never
about,
better.
That's how I feel about K-pop. Like, if I grew up being a K-pop stan in like my teen years, when like
all your money be gone,
all my money would be gone. You know, I'd probably be a completely different person. But being a grown ass person with bills and responsibilities, being dropped in the middle of this is like, look, I like a few of the songs. I'll make a playlist. Maybe I'll buy one vinyl and I'll go to the concert. I'm not buying selfie cards. I'm not necessarily buying a light stick. I don't like all the light stick designs, so that's probably not going to happen. Now, if I do decide to get a VIP and a light stick comes with the VIP, that's another thing. But I'm not collecting niggas like Pokemon cards. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying to talk to a nigga for like 10 seconds. I've seen these live calls. They be short as fuck. Not happening. Absolutely not.
So yeah, so like that's all of the stuff. I'll give you an update once we do the reunion. But
you better start learning that dance routine.
Yeah, oh my gosh, she's still trying. She got Trevor to do it.
I don't think I've ever really seen men do it.
Oh yeah, men be doing it. The whole house shakes when he does it because he does it hard. But like,
God, how big is your brother?
He's not that big.
Is he like Mike size? I'm not saying you're fat, Mike. I'm just saying you're a sturdy man.
He's shorter than Mike, but I don't know. But
he's a regular sized man.
But also he dances hard. Like and that's why.
Jesus. He on the first floor shaking the house? God
yeah. Whole house.
Wow.
Like,
okay.
Oh, okay.
Calm down, Trevor.
I had to tell him stop doing it past midnight. We want to go to sleep, and you making everything shake.
Lord.
But
Oh God.
so like
I
mom
don't know the
wanted to
visual
go
description.
mom wanted to go to her uncle's like 90th birthday party, which
Okay.
I'm in full support of, but I didn't want to do it. And especially since like if it was me, she was just kind of like, yeah, and then we can spend the night, and then we can visit this person, we can visit that person, we can visit
No.
this person, we can visit all these people that I don't know. And it's not, she was like, so what? You're not gonna be around my family. It's just kind of like, there's too many of us. Like she comes from a family of 12 kids. That's 11 aunties and uncles, and then most of them have kids. And so like that's like
I'm tired
50,
just listening.
that's like 50 cousins on one side of the family, and that's not including her half brothers and sisters, because she's got like 8 of them. So we're talking 20.
That's what family reunions are for.
We're talking about like 19 aunties and uncles plus cousins. First cousins that I've never even met. That's and now we're talking about her uncle. So we're getting like further out, like she's got aunties, uncles, cousins, friends that she hasn't seen since she was in 5th grade. That's great for her. But what the hell am I supposed to do while I'm just sitting there?
I don't give a fuck. Like I said,
I care,
but not enough to give up an entire weekend acting like you care more than you do,
or however many days, because like she's very popular, and then people are like, oh, you're gonna come see me, oh, you're gonna come all this way, you're not gonna see me, and then like we could be there for days.
Again, family reunion.
I don't want to, and we're already going in September, so which is going to be another thing, because she's gearing up, she's got the classmates and whatnot, but also like anytime we come to Chicago, there's a whole bunch of people, we got to stop here, stop there, blah 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 blah. So,
and she doesn't drive, I'm assuming.
Nope. So
why can't your daddy go?
That's why yesterday was so great, because he said a long time ago that he would drive her to this birthday party and that he would go with her. And then like all last week he was like,
I don't want to go.
He was like, I gotta drive to Chicago.
Yep.
Daughter of mine, don't you feel sorry for me?
Nope.
Don't you want to do it instead?
Not at all.
And then she also was just kind of like, I appreciate that your dad's gonna drive, but like it would be so much better if you
listen, how old are your parents again? In the like 70s?
Dad's in his 70s, mom's in her 60s, because they're like 8 years apart.
Yeah, but, my grandparents try to pull that same shit. They try to guilt me into doing shit. My grandfather, he was on the call the other day. He was like, "Is that Ashley on the phone? Ashley, let me borrow $1,000." Excuse me? Since when are you asking me for money? You don't want to be giving out money to the family. He's like, nah, I've retired from that. That's your role now. I was like,
I'm retired. No, I've retired from that.
Right. Yeah. He's like, I was like, I don't remember inheriting that position. He's like, I've anointed you with it. I was like, well, I rebuke thee. The fuck? I ain't giving my money out to anybody,
because I said no, and
you stood on business.
Go, and I said no repeatedly.
Yeah,
both of them. And and then
you're a grown ass woman. You ain't gotta do shit you don't want to do.
Yes,
mama better learn how to drive.
But I still did end up felt like I was working the whole time, because at like past midnight, like I'm in the bed trying to drift off to sleepy town. I get a knock on the door, and I'm like, what? She was like, I need you to go get a card. And I was like,
get a who?
A card. A birthday card.
Oh, a card. Okay.
Yeah, but she was saying a card. I need a card for an uncle. I need a birthday card for an uncle.
Girl, if you don't walk to CVS.
Like, I said, they don't. I was like, what? And she was like, it's a balloons. And I was like, they don't sell balloons at Walgreens. But
just buy them when you get to Chicago.
No,
because now you're gonna have to drive with balloons in the back seat. Now you can't see it out the back window.
I was grateful to not be going, so I said I'll do it in the morning. But then she, like, in the morning, she was still on me. She knocking on the door, when you gonna go get that card? When you go?
Oh
My God.
I bought the card. I bought the balloons.
My mom's the type she just has cards. Like she just has cards for various occasions.
Like I'm building up my repertoire because like I bought her 2 cards. She was like, "Why'd you buy 2 cards?" And I was like, "I didn't know."
In case you ask me again later.
First of all, they don't sell cards for an uncle. They sell cards for a brother or for a dad, but they do not, or a husband.
I know I've seen some uncle cards
for an uncle. First of all, so I got you it's great to be at this birthday party card. First of all, so it's not really a birthday card, it's a birthday party card. And this other one is like just a bunch of candles on a cake, and it's blank, and you can say whatever you want.
Now I know I've seen some uncle cards. But
you
went to what? You was at Walgreens?
I went to Walgreens. I went to one store. Yeah. I was not about to run all over town looking for a card for an uncle.
They have them at like Target and like Hallmark probably, where they have a larger section.
I haven't been in a Hallmark
since
forever. They're like, aren't they only in malls? Like,
yeah,
and malls died like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't see any cards for uncle. I got her that, and I got her some birthday stuff. And then like they were finally gone. And then once they were gone, I got started on dinner because I made salmon tacos. And then once I was salmon tacos with a peach salsa.
Oh.
But then I had remembered that the day before. Also, I remember the day before I had seen some plums, and I was thinking like canned plums go in a cobbler. And then I looked it up, and I thought maybe that I can make that work. And then I was making all of the condiments and stuff. And then for like the cilantro like cream salsa, not salsa, but the cilantro cream green stuff. We had run out of sour cream. We had sour cream, but when I smelled it, it smelled like cheese. And I was like, sour cream should smell like sour cream and not like some kind of French sticky cheese. So that's bad. And then I was like, well, now I got to go to the grocery store. And since I'm at the grocery store, I should buy the plums. And since I brought the plums, I should make a cobbler. So then
a plum cobbler.
Yes. And I was glad that I made it by the end of the night because like they got home later than they expected to. And Dad was like, well, I don't want to eat like something big because I don't want to have like indigestion because I'm going right to bed afterwards. And I was like throwing out suggestions. Well, also he asked me like, what'd you make for dinner? And I was like, salmon tacos with the peach salsa. He said, damn, you made something good. And I can't have it. I can't have it right now. And I was like, but I also made a plum cobbler. He was like, plum cobbler? And that's what he had for dinner. He had the plum cobbler and a little bit of ice cream. And yeah, I was glad that I had made that. Also, we had some plants in the back that we needed to dig up and start over with. And I did a lot of gardening also yesterday. So between like the cooking and the washing and the gardening, like I didn't go to Chicago, but I did do a lot of, like I said, I felt like I was working the whole time,
but it was something you wanted to do.
Yes, and that's all out the way now. And now, like, there's other things that I'm working on, and I don't have to cook dinner because we have plenty of dinner for like the next couple of days. Yeah,
I mean, it sounds productive to me. Like you could have either just slept around all day, but you had a productive day without your parents on your neck. You decided to make something new. You did a lot. I'm proud of you. You did a lot more than I tend to do in a weekend. And again, you did this of your own volition. There was no one on your neck. Oh, what's for dinner? When are you going to make dinner? Oh, I want this for dessert. It was like, oh, I had an idea that I might make a plum cobbler, and it just turns out that I have to go to the store anyway, so might as well. And it turned out great. And now you ain't got to cook tonight.
No, I don't. And we got like full dinner plus dessert. It's great.
A weekend well accomplished.
Yes, and I got to watch like the first hour of Wicked, which was nice.
You enjoying it so far?
Okay. I'm enjoying it so far. I read the book a long time ago, but I forgot it.
It's different. They tone down a lot of like bestiality in the essay, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I read the book a long time ago, like 20 years ago, and I forgot a lot about it. I forgot so much about it. I forgot that I read that book and I read the sequel to it. I didn't read the whole like thing because like the first one I liked, the second one got a little boring, and then I was just kind of like, I don't think I can follow this anymore.
Yeah.
But dad came home when I was just about like an hour in, and he was like, you're cheating, because we're watching a telenovela together. I was like, I'm not getting ahead on the telenovela. And I was like, the professor is a goat. And he was just kind of, and then he was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then they switched to alphabet. He's like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on?
What the hell are you watching? Why is this black woman green with box braids? What is going on?
There's a green person. The professor is a goat.
He's like, if I ain't know better, I thought you was describing an anime.
So like, what's happening?
I started a movie as well, and then we can wrap it up. I'm just on the movie tangent. I'm watching movies for the editing competition that's coming up, and I'm struggling because one of the movies I thought I'd try watching is Dead Ringers. Are you familiar with that movie?
No.
I'm struggling. I'm only 20 minutes in, and I can't, like, I started watching it in the office too, and I almost dropped the N-bomb in office again. Luckily, nobody was in in my suite as I was watching it. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? It's by David Cronenberg, so, you know, take that as you will. He is weird with his movies, but, like, it opens up, and it's like these kids talk about, do you know what sex is? I'm like, oh boy. And they, like, run into this girl in their neighborhood. They're like, hey, do you want to experiment with sex in the bathtub?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, fuck off. I'm like, what? It's been 3 minutes. Oh, it's a lot. And we haven't even gotten into the body horror yet. But I did not need to see Jeremy Irons fucking this woman. Again, 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. Oh. But yeah, that is what's going to be on my agenda for this week. Trying to get through these movies for this editing competition. And I have D&D on Tuesday. Lollapalooza's this weekend. I'm going to see if I can somehow see Doechii either at Lala or at she sometimes does like random fan meet and greets in the city, like unofficial meet and greets. She'll just post on her IG, I'm gonna be at this record store in 2 hours. I was like, fuck. So I gotta watch her Instagram page for the next week to see what she says. But yeah, that's on my agenda for this week. What about you?
I am working with somebody doing some like digital marketing stuff for her. So I'm just continuing to do that stuff. Like every week we have like a different thing that I need to do. So yeah, that's it. Doing that.
Okay, maybe some more cooking experiments.
I never know. I can't promise shit because I never know when I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do. But like
until you feel like it, you're in the market and you're just in the right aisle.
Well, like I said, I see some plums and I don't act on it right away. But then like the next day it was like, I wonder what I could do. Like, what are plums for? Like, when was the last time I had a plum? I've never tried cooking with a plum. Should I put cut plums in a cobbler? Yeah, and then like running out of sour cream at that time was just kind of like, I'm gonna go do this shit right now.
That was the Lord's will.
And it worked out. It just so happened to be like the thing that was like, yeah, I can eat that. I can eat that and I can go to bed. And then he was like, yeah, this is good.
Such a beautiful daughter.
It makes me wonder, like, because I know you could put cherries in a peach cobbler. Can we put cherries, plums, peaches and nectarines all together.
Fruit cobbler.
And a cobbler.
Fruit medley cobbler.
Yeah. Can we do that?
All right, well, let me know how that goes.
Like, and I know you could put apricots and cherries and like almond paste, like almond filling together in a galette, because that's what I did last year. But guess what? We don't have apricots this year.
Like in the state or in the country?
Well, we don't have them in our stores. And guess why?
Trump?
Yeah, because no one was around to pick them.
Oh.
Because people don't want to go to work if you could get arrested and be detained.
That part.
Because you went to work. And we could have had Kamala. I think about that every day. Every day I think we could have had Kamala. We could have had Kamala.
It's like contraband at this point. All right. Well, hopefully, maybe apricot will be available at like a farmer's market. You know?
Maybe it'll be available in a different year in a different country.
In a different universe, a different timeline.
Yeah. Because right now, apricots are in the other timeline.
The good timeline.
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck with all your endeavors next week.
Yes. But maybe I shouldn't say that, because if I see an apricot now, I'll be like, did I jump timelines? And then I'm going to be too hopeful.
Oh, God. Your alternate self from the other timeline just did you a solid and just dropped it off for you.
Like, her y'all ain't got no apricots, and she probably laughed at me too.
You're like, look at this dumb bitch. Ha, here you go.
I'm gonna just give her one. Sis. I know she can't. I know she wants more than one, because she probably wants to put it in a pastry or a cobbler or some shit. But
she's me, and knowing me, I'm petty, so I'm just gonna be a petty bitch to myself and just give her the one.
Yeah,
you're horrible. Damn.
What? We know the deal. Me and I know the deal. If I see me. You gotta be on guard when you know that bitch will try to kill you, because I thought it, so she's thinking it too.
On some Highlander shit. That can only be one. Wow. Okay. Well, before she decides to kill me too, we're gonna end the show right here.
All right.
I have been Ash.
And I've been Fatima.
And this has been Fatash.
Goodbye.